In this reading series, we will be using many decks in order to see what energy divine masculine and divine feminine is embodying. I will use Catena Desta cards, court cards first, to determine the characters, and then we will see it also with the other cards. So this is my signature deck in this channel for well, more than 3.5 years, almost 4 years I have been using it. So it's not something new for my viewers who already know me and my channel. So here we have the masculine cards, and also we have the feminine sultanas and princesses, and also the sultans and also the princess, like let's say the kings and the queens. But they have also many different, of course, characteristics. First, let's begin from the divine masculine, and which character will represent them. Let's determine that. Okay, our divine masculine, and let's find out our divine, which character will embody its energy. Plus, I want to also get the zodiacal signs, and let's see what characters eventually what zodiac signs, associations, and their elements and properties our characters will take. So this is the zodiac sign energy that the divine masculine embodies, and this is going to be the zodiac sign that the divine feminine will be embodying. Plus, I want to also, for the greater good and for their own consciousness development, and also for their best, what energies they need to surrender. We will be also exploring that. And let's see now their life priorities. And we will see that with this deck. Okay, so the masculine's life priorities, and then we will see the feminine's life priorities. Or let's do it in a different way eventually. Let me get the similar deck. Yes. So I have 2 decks, and they are the same decks, but I will give both of them the same deck. So we will see also if there are any, common cards there in terms of their priorities. This can be also something very exciting to look at. So let's get masculines. So I'm just asking from the system to enlighten us the life priorities of the masculine energy. I will get 5 cards for them, and I will also get, if needed, we can also get extra cards. But for the divine masculine, let's see their life priorities. For the divine feminine, sorry. For the divine feminine, let's ask from the divine system what we need to know for the greater good. Okay. And this is going to be their life priorities. Let's get some. Now, the Tao Oracle will help us to determine the energy in between them. Okay, so for the divine masculine and divine feminine, this is the energy that they are now together embodying. I want to also see it with the Rumi deck. So the Rumi deck's energy, also the masculines, this is going to be the heart way, okay? With the Rumi tarot, we will look at the way of the heart. And if I will continue to add cards to, let's begin now. So the masculine energy is Sunit with Scorpio. Wow, okay, this is really this is really something, because Sunit normally in the deck, this prince is not a sultan but prince, like not a king but prince. So and also Scorpio. Okay, so very ambitious character normally, and with the Scorpio energy, to be honest, there is a particular ambition that divine masculines here is holding too close to their self. Plus, in terms of physical energy and physical interest, intimacy, the masculine really trying to, I think, channel this to their ambition. Sunit is a very interesting character. It also speaks about the first marriages of people, and also the first marriages of people which has ended. So maybe Sunit has already got a marriage, and now like he will be like single from now on, or there is still like a finishing efforts and trying to gain a closure in a previous relationship, it can be, but pretty much occupied with some gains, ambitions, a high interest also with the Sunit energy. There is also high interest in occult mysticism, and also any research subject around that subjects are very much their interest. Sometimes there can be also selfishness in love when Sunit is concerned, but also the big love, like passionate energy. They need to, Sunit is so stubborn, so the divine masculine energy is so stubborn around a particular goal. Maybe that goal is, the divine masculine energy is so rigid, and it seems this is creating a tension in their life. Concentrating in that goal also attracts some tense situations. Maybe that goal is not a goal which will be accomplished now. So maybe something which needs to be postponed until the conditions are like ready for it. That continuous focus on that continuous rigid stance about that is making Sunit not really maybe gentle, okay, due to that goal. So eventually the message here for Sunit is to gently observe himself and to become more yielding. Because in his communication with the divine feminine, well, I don't see a very much loving communication, but rather trying to prove himself with his work, trying to prove himself with the material accomplishments, trying to prove itself with that ambitions to have success. Well, and in the end, there can be, if pushing too hard, some they may find themselves eventually a bit drunk with that achievement. So, but to have that achievement right now will not attract, I think, that very empathic one-to-one connection, because we will see though what divine feminine is thinking about that. but also, you know, soon it is like, I feel divine masculine's energy, like there is this war drums, this tom-toms, like they are going for that mission, like and it's like to have that accomplishment, like will be the ultimate goal for them, okay? Like very occupied with the things that they need to actualize. Well, overall, guys, we have the energy of Scorpio here. Plus, I think there is also a particular physical intensity. I mean, in the intimate level, they can be also very much willing and wanting to merge and have a physical union, but I think they are even cancelling and postponing those out due to that particular ambition. Like they are not even giving themselves to the full to their interactions. Rather, there is that particular goal, and yeah, it feels like no one can really take them out of this. But this is making them, guys, a bit rigid, I have to say. So that rigid stance, I think Divine Feminine sees that. Well, we will see though how Divine Feminine will react to that, but. So very stubborn energy is not really making someone that, how to say, you know, they are not really, I think maybe the problem is they can have that ambition, but they are not communicating this gently to the outside world. So there is this willing to have a victory in the divine masculine through a forceful inner drive, and there is a high level of sensuality, but this cannot be like lived to the utmost due to that particular ambition. So this is what I am seeing. The divine masculine life priorities: Queen of Cups, King of Swords, the Moon reversed, Six of Pentacles, and Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, they definitely see the Divine Feminine. You see the Queen of Cups. But they are seeing that the Divine Feminine is eventually showing more introverted energy and recognizing that quality, but to this they are very rigid. You see the King of Swords. So not currently seeing the Divine Feminine, who eventually wants to be gently communicating to them. There is like they have a reason even with the King of Swords to any kind of argument. And by the way, I am translating this energy. I am not saying this is a good or bad, okay? So I just translate the energy and the narrative in the cards. So I will leave to people's judgment. So I'm quite objective here, but I will have also my opinion about their status, and in the end of the reading we can see, you know, what we can expect. But Scorpio energy, it seems, for the divine masculine will be very dominant. Now Scorpio is also being a secretive sign, so it's not very revealing, right, with the Scorpios. Well, with the Scorpios, one, I think, needs to be really honest and open and revealing. As I see the Moon reverse, I think the Divine Feminine sees that quality. They are not really withholding what they are thinking about the divine masculine, so they speak about it, and as the divine masculine hears that, they respond the same way, like not leaving any you know, hidden things, mystery, like wandering around, so making things like clear. But divine as the divine masculine here sees the divine feminine like Seven of Wands reverse. Divine feminine is not really, I mean, this is their perception for sure of the divine feminine, but we will see eventually in the divine feminine how they are. That's why we are doing this. Divine feminine says, okay, you are here with your ambitions, you want to continue, but I am not gonna push like you, because divine feminine, so they are perceiving divine feminine like not really pushing, like really living them in their own journey. Because divine feminine here is, I think, a bit like more about that a communication rather than actions. However, they want to understand, and to every question they are like giving a reasonable answers, taking the exchange. If some needs to be covered, if there are some things about financial equanimity between people, I see though divine masculine really sharing the things that they have. Like the more they have, they are actualizing their ambitions. The more they have a financial prospect, they are eventually trying to care about the people around them, okay? And they are not really asking the divine feminine to do the same. Like they are very much, they are rigid, yes, very stubborn, but when it comes to sharing, in order to show that they are having this victory as a result of their ambitions, they are eventually very giving, okay? But, well, I think they see Queen of Cups, so they see divine feminine, perceiving them as they are, and but they honor the decision of the divine feminine. Like you know, divine feminine does not follow the same path or the way. For divine feminine, the ambitions can wait a bit, like a lunar, like this wolf pack. Like the alpha male goes and hunts. It's normally the feminine accompanies them, like in the fights. But this time the alpha feminine alpha, like the female alpha female, is like staying with the pack. So they're seeing that the masculine is like super occupied with that ambitions. And their heart, you see Five of Swords. You step, okay, it's like saying, if you stab the selfless one with the sword, you are stabbing yourself. Divine masculine exactly knows if they do something to hurt the divine feminine, this is going to be like an impact that they will do themselves. Eventually, they may be very rigid on their ambitions and that maybe material gain or whatever the gain in whatever domain they are looking for victory. They know that they see themselves now, and well, if the divine feminine like criticizes them for being that, they will refrain from getting into discord with the divine feminine, because now if they do something, if they say something wrong, they exactly know this is something that they cannot go back and correct again, okay? So they definitely seize the position of the divine feminine here. They will refrain from also not getting into, they will definitely have very rigid and clear answers. Expect some King of Swords energy, definitely. To this Scorpio card, by the way, this card in itself is also embodies the air energy. So air with the Scorpio is a bit words and communication, which is going to very blunt eventually sometimes and rigid. So, and you know, Scorpio is a static, unchanging sign. So fixed sign, so fixed notions and philosophies that that they will come, but they will refrain. I'm happy that we had the King of Swords upright there. They will refrain to say something wrong, okay? Because if they do that, even they know that this is going to be really hard to correct the course later. It will be really hard to do that. So there is a definitely you know, but there is definitely like that's why they try to give a good intellectual reasoning for their passions here. They will try to be, with the Six of Pentacles, analytical. They will try to be because they want to connect in the intellectual level with the Divine Feminine, not in really being sensual, but with holding a particular erotic interest. By the way, this is what Sunit usually embodies, and these ambitions they want to actualize is eventually is making them someone in the future. This may turn like they are now creating some interests, and they do not want to be with someone in the future who cannot hold their interests or meet their standards. They are creating that standards and interests. As I like Divine Feminine's observational energy, because very much they also feel that they are being observed. Okay, so I think the Divine Feminine will read those very quick. They will Divine Feminine will be very quick to grasp that. I will come to the energy in between later, but let's see the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, oh yes, we were talking about a receptive Divine Feminine energy. Also come with the Queen of Cups here with the water energy, and observatory we said, not participant. And there you go, we have the Pisces cards here. So the Pisces energy here, of course, in the shadow can be like victimhood, overgiving, being like a martyrdom syndrome, you know, can bring the Divine Feminine to a point like, you know, giving, but seeing that the other person is not. So the feminine here can feel like a victim. This is the shadow. So the victimhood mentality. That's why we have to surrender the drama. Divine Feminine has a potential to fall into the shadow of the Piscean energy. And they are definitely emotionally charged. But again, it says, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. I hope everyone can get this guidance from their higher self, like as something very ambitious going on here. Divine Feminine need to here stay relaxed, centered, and as they stay relaxed and centered, rather than creating that drama, okay, like being more cool. Like cool energy will help. So, oh my, you know, oh, you know, you are so this and that. Oh, you know, this is not gonna help the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine really needs to be cool. Okay, so they need to stay centered, and things will resolve, will be readable, will be more open to decipher the, you know, the situations will be more quick to decipher for them. Eventually, even divine feminine eventually have already got that super deciphering energy, but when the drama is involved, this is really making things harder. So using the intuition, the Piscean energy, like seeing the situation like all encompassing without duality, okay? Like things eventually go with each other. Being observatory will be really help them also to connect with the collective consciousness and to understand really the masculine's position in the story. If the divine masculine is the actor, being both the antagonist and the protagonist in the story, divine feminine is the writer of the book. Okay, writer of the book. Embodies every quality. This is what the divine feminine has already. So here, and we have Mida. Mida is also a water energy, guys. When you see this emblem, this is water, okay? And Pisces energy. And also divine feminine has appeared as the Queen of Cups. This is also water energy. And also we have the moon, the Pisces card. And there you go, we have the Pisces. So I see a good algorithm here going on. So good, we have really delved deep into that. Plus, of course, the water sign element here is very strong. You know, with the water energy, water always seeks depth. Like when the water flows, it search for the deepest and this points to accumulate. You don't see, right? If the road is like flat, if the platform is like flat, if there is some kind of this bombage, this you know, it's a little, how to say this in English, you know, it's a little bit you know, shaped like a circle, the water will accumulate there. So water always seeks the depth. Yes, the divine feminine embodying with all those water quality is seeking the depth in the story. And while writing this book, this story, this novel, they are eventually seeking maybe because this is going to take place in her memory, and this is what she will be inheriting later and becoming the storyteller. So that's why she is now watching the divine masculine. Mida is a water sign, by the way. Mida represents betrayed, cheated wife. So the divine feminine has appeared in our reading as someone who has really seen a lot of cheating and betrayal stories. And giving themselves, Mida usually is the homebody. For instance, can be a woman who is working from home, not necessarily, but can be. Or a woman who has really this crafts skills, okay? Really into creating beautiful things. Beautiful home environment. Mida, this is what Mida also represents. She really creates, you know, decorations, things, really does things which is really beautifying her environment. Now, here though, by embodying the Piscean quality, I see also divine feminine want to engage with the places with the water, maybe water, lakes, ponds, you know, rivers, sea, ocean, maybe this can be also enhance that inspiration, that vibe, can enhance your talents, your this diligent, hardworking things, if you also do crafts, handcrafts, craft works, this type of thing, or if you are more of like a left brain person, for instance, it can really help you to reach your goals. But the meta here in the shadow, with the Pisces energy, sometimes again the shadow quality in the Pisces is people sometimes don't know how to take Pisces people because of that fluid quality. That's why meta energy sometimes may feel like for the other people, not because that she is, but it may feel unreliable in the story of the cards. Okay, now with the drama energy in the shadow, the divine feminine may also have the tendency to fall into envy, jealousy of other men and women, again in the shadow, or if she cannot really control that, and if she reflects that behavior to the outward, it may be perceived very antipathic. This is also another here thing. So try divine feminine. I would recommend to be consistent and not to stay fluid. Definitely having opinion, but you don't have to speak about that because divine masculine is already King of Swords. Sometimes listening is also a good thing. So try to hear what is really tri-masculine doing, and I think you are also doing that. Otherwise, too rigid energy, because now here masculine has the stubbornness, the feminine has the drama. No drama will change the stubbornness here. That's why don't even try, it says, okay, for the feminines. Now, okay, so by the way, this feminine and masculine qualities can really change. I mean, I don't know, sometimes the astrological charts, our natal charts can really show that quality. Well, I am a heterosexual woman, but for instance, my astrological chart embodies more of the masculine quality. I more feel like I am close to a masculine energy. But this is not in kind of something. I'm not saying this or this gender thing here is not about I mean, this is in the energy level, not in a gender or orientation level, okay? These are not in the gender or orientation level, but more of like the energy level. So, I mean, you can be a male and you may embody the divine feminine energy as well. So, okay, so take these readings like that, please. So, now here, or you can see both. You can see in what energy you are here more for that month, for instance, embodying. It can be. Now here we have the priorities of the feminine, divine feminine, and you see we find the King of Swords. But this is really not interesting. But I will tell you why. Oh my goodness. Now here divine feminine is listening when divine masculine is speaking. And divine masculine thinks that divine feminine, speaking and listening and understanding, which is perfect. But eventually, in the divine feminine's chart, divine masculine is reversed. Like, okay, divine masculine is speaking and divine feminine is what the heck? Like, finding the divine masculine, eventually, you see, now, this is something, eventually, see the irony, even sometimes in the relationships, guys. Divine masculine, eventually, with this upright King of Swords, he's trying to do his best, But this is not the way the feminine understands them. They are taking them reversed. Oh, this is so sweet. Like, it is not the way. So, but believe me, they are, and divine masculine thinks that the divine feminine understands them and, okay, in their best. But eventually, divine feminine here is, look at all the reversed cards here, guys. All the cards has came reversed. There is eventually a blockage in the divine feminine to understand what the divine masculine is really talking about, okay? Oh, this so divine masculine, divine feminine now is super cautious eventually in front of when they interact. They are super cautious and thinking that divine masculine is eventually, yes, we were talking about that stubborn and rigid energy. The divine masculine thinking that divine feminine is thinking that divine masculine is led by the mind. The mind here is overruling the heart, but they eventually thinking that divine masculine is losing their cool. And maybe for the divine feminine, these ambitions or what the divine masculine is talking about is eventually, King of Swords sometimes is sometimes about losing your cool over silly things. So eventually, divine feminine does not find the divine masculine that cool, okay? So here, and plus, if we were talking about the divorce project, oh my goodness, divorce, what is the English word? Sorry for my English. Process, yes, process. If this is most of the divine masculines is like about to finish their first marriages, and this also indicates a man who is becoming like a single father or bachelor, and divine feminine is trying to understand really, but at some point what the divine masculine is talking does not make any sense to them. Temperance reversed. Now, time to time, that drama within is awakening and may make divine feminine to lose balance. But it's like the divine feminine, like swallowing the words. Because if I tell this now, this may 5 of Wands reverse, like will create a passive-aggressive situation. It is gonna make me to like disconnect from what I feel eventually at the divine level connected. And Three of Pentacles reverse, it may harm our getting to know each other or partnership or the interest. But I was talking about this divine masculine is trying to, you know, tell their interest to the feminine, and it's like they want them to understand. And eventually, once they actualize their ambitions, you know, if the feminine can also participate in that, divine feminine is seeing that, but currently does not have interests to Three of Pentacles reverse, like that corporation, that being I don't know, like investing in the things together. They do not still see what really masculine is trying to do, because here the feminine is more of like, this is like, you know, it's really a person is speaking a language and you don't really understand their language. Okay, so divine feminine, like this drama even with the Piscean energy, you know, something within them wanna create that drama in order to take the attention, but seeing that the masculine is too much occupied, even cannot really involve in that drama, so they are just like listening, like really listening, but doesn't make any sense to them yet, because the language that the masculine speaks, and with this Piscean energy, does not have any translation, because Piscean energy does not know that language rules or restrictions, because this is an all-encompassing energy. Like, you got to speak to me in like God's language, in the language of love. It's like, this is like a Marsian, Mars energy talking, but what feminine is understanding is from Neptunian language. Okay, so this happens usually, eventually. Now, in terms of compatibility, look at that. Scorpio and Pisces, we have a super compatibility here eventually. But if the feminine supports the masculine to actualize their ambitions, eventually then the masculine will turn to the feminine and really, oh, I was actualizing all these things, but I am missing now. There is a glamour and something enigmatic in that Piscean energy that they will be drawn to. It's, I think, just about the time, and feminine really needs to be cool down, okay? The heart of the feminine, lovers, yes. You see, the feminine energy is all in love. You know, it's like Neptunian energy. Talk to me in the language of God, all encompassing, all embracing. Tell me about love. And the masculine is like 5 of swords, so it is different languages, guys. Okay, here the feminine is in the energy of union. Love has 1,000 feathers, and maybe this is just one of them. So the feminine energy is embodying the masculine within it. But in this reading, masculine yet does not embody the all energy of the feminine. This is not about one part here is better or, you know, bigger than the other, but they have completely different paths. Wow, okay. So my masculine and feminine readings will be super humorous, by the way, okay? Because there is so much irony really in the sometimes. This masculine and feminine energy. That's because of this difference, you see, splitting apart. This is the death card. Until they understand from each other's language, they are splitting apart. Even 2 of Cups, they so much love each other. Love is a boundless ocean in which the heavens are but a flake of foam. It's like, this is more than romance, guys. It's like, I love you and you love me, and you know, this can be eventually a union. You see also in the Rumi tarot how it is depicted. But impermanence, collapse, deterioration, separation, let go, surrendering, eliminating the old and the dead. People need to surrender, like masculine needs to surrender eventually their stubbornness, but this is gonna take time for them to understand. The feminine can easily grasp eventually that they need to surrender drama, but until the masculine surrender the stubbornness, like they are not gonna surrender drama kind of thing I'm feeling. But in between, one eventually looks for that union. One eventually looks for that, like the love there, you know. Like eventually, you know, it's like the relationship in between twin flames. No, twin flames are like twins. They are already, you know, like in each other. Like how they can be separated. So here the separation is illusion, Two of Cups. They are already in each other. But the masculine is more in the feminine, I have to say. Feminine here with the spicy energy is like embodying everything. So yeah, this is eventually like they are in the material world, they are separate, but in the divine level, they are eventually in unison. So this is what you need.